in my zone, fire in my bones. So best believe it's on. Sweat and tears I've invested in this game. So I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing. Do my thing. I'm on.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well this morning. Sorry, I haven't really been on the morning stream the last couple of days. Yesterday we had some internet issues. Today, I'm not quite sure they're fixed, but we're going to do the best we can with what we have, and we're gonna keep the thing rolling the best we can. So, welcome everybody on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Twitch. Today, we are streaming on all three platforms this morning. We're going to go through the morning like we usually go through the morning and get ourselves ready with our coffee. We're going to kick back, relax, and go through the morning markets. Going to turn around and go to the pre-market stock market because we know that the stock market does affect the crypto market. So we're gonna go through a little bit of that. XXI Gaming, how are you, man? Missed you, man. Missed all you guys, man. I've been kind of stalling on the morning stream, man, and my internet was down yesterday. So I kind of hope it hangs in there today. Spectrum's supposed to be coming by and taking care of me today at some point, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna go through the morning markets today. We're gonna have us some coffee. We're gonna kick back, relax, look at these markets, see where the day takes us, and look at what's coming up in the markets for the week, because there's some things coming up that I think will affect the markets this week, like they usually do. But right now, this morning, looks like the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow are all in red. So looks like the futures this morning are going to might take a pullback today. We'll see what happens when the markets actually open. But for 2 days of straight trading on the upside, at some point we got to expect a little pullback, and today might be that day. Looks like we're going to try to open in the red today for right now. But we've had a great 2 days of trading, so we got to expect a little bit of pullback in the stock market today or sometime this week. Some of the big things coming up this week, though, we got to pay attention to is you have CPI data coming out, which is the inflation data coming out probably on Thursday, I believe. And then we have a bunch of banks that are reporting their earnings on Friday. So I'm good. I'm good, baby. But just up here. Yeah, me too, man. Just up here hustling too, man. I've been hustling. You know me, I'm always up hustling. I don't sleep. Found me another potential gem. You found another potential gem, CKB. Start. Gonna have to enlighten me on what CKB is. And then I do some research on it. We talk about it at XXI Gaming. So I'm always looking for them gems, them diamonds in the rough, man. So, but yeah, the market itself looks like we're gonna open in the red today. Futures are gonna be down a little bit today, but you gotta expect this, man. After 2 days of straight trading, after 2 days of straight trading on the upside, gotta expect a little bit of downward movement, guys. The fear and greed index right now is sitting at 26. It's in fear. We've been here for a long time, so it's not a surprise. We've been the crypto fear and greed index has been between 25 and 30 for months and months and months. So this is nothing new. Same thing. Markets in fear a little bit. Go ahead and take a look at the bubbles this morning, see where we're at price action wise. Aptos up 31.8% today. Layer 1 blockchain. So it's performing well in this market. Gala, you guys know, as you know, I'm a big Gala fan. And I did take some profits off of Gala yesterday when it was running at about 5 cents. But it's up another 7.2% on the daily. Well, this is the daily we're looking at right now. Look like SHIB is up 6% today too, so that's good. But we'll go ahead and flip this to the hourly so that we can see what's actually going on in the market right now, currently, and you can see that the market right now is starting to resemble the stock market. Stock market's in red, crypto market's starting to move in red. Nervous network. That's TGE. Fun. Okay. I might have to check that out, XXI Gaming. I might have to check that one out. I'm going to have to maybe do some research on it today. I have a couple meetings I got to get to this morning, but maybe later on during the day, I might have to check that one out. Is it pre-sale or is it out? Is it in pre-sale or is it one that's out and functioning? I love the market to be down. I don't mind the down market right now either. I want to accumulate. I think right now, like we talked about, accumulation is the key in the first part of 2023. I think we're in a great spot to start accumulating some of the projects that we believe in and some of the newer projects that we find. Just because I think the market's going to drive itself down the first half of 2023. I don't think that we're going to see a lot of upward mobility and upward movement in the market the first half of the year. So I'm really worried about some stagflation going on right now that could possibly be going on. So, and if we hit if we hit any part of stagflation in the market, you're going to see a big, huge downturn. But I'm not worried about a down market right now. I expected the market to be down the first half of 2023, so it doesn't really bother me that it's down. It's out. It's out. Been out since 2019, I believe. Early 2020, something like that. All right, I'll look into it. I like it when coins have been out for a little while because gives me a chance to look at the charts and really look at and study the charts of where, if I like the project, where I want to get in at, what price point I want to get in at. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that one. But yeah, the bubbles here on the hourly, you know, they're performing just like the market. The market's in red, you know, so everything is lining up for a little bit of a pullback today, possibly. We'll see how the market opens though. You're looking at Bitcoin sitting at 17,254. It's down on the hourly, it's even on the day. Ethereum 1,329. Again, down on the hourly, it looks like it's up about 0.8% on the day. So performing well. Not to say that there's a big pullback there. It's performing really well. I think breaking this 1,300 mark was a big deal for Ethereum, and breaking the 17,000 mark was a big deal for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's next big support level is probably around 18,100, somewhere up in that level. Will we kiss 18,000? Man, I don't know. That's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough for us to kiss 18,000 in this market. That would put Ethereum right around 1,500. It's going to be tough for us to get there in this market, but anything's possible. BNB sitting at $275. It's down over the hourly and down over the day. Looks like it underperformed Bitcoin and Ethereum on the day. It's actually negative 1.4%. So it's actually underperformed the big two. XRP is having a little bit of a pullback, but we can expect XRP to have a pullback. It got up to about 35 cents, pulled back to around a 34-cent level. So we can kind of expect that though, because XRP has been trading in that 33 to 34-cent range for a long time. So it's still in that pocket of where it is. Polygon is underperformed the market over the day and underperformed the market over the hourly. But it's still sitting at 84 cents, which is way up from where it was. The pocket that it was trading in was that 77-cent pocket to that 80-cent pocket. So it kind of broke out of that over the last week. So we'll kind of see where that goes. Solana had a big run. Remember we were talking about Solana on this channel right around $8. I didn't touch Solana. I still think Solana's got a lot of downside to it. There's a lot of unknowns with Solana and FTX. So I'm going to stay clear of Solana, but anybody who got in at that $8 range, you doubled your money up. Right now, sitting at 16 cents. So that's a good double up, and probably should look at doing something with that. Not telling you what to do, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You need one, seek one. But I know at a double up, you probably should look at doing something with that. Hex. We talked about this Hex very shortly here when it was almost under a penny. It's up to 2 cents now. So I know some people on here were talking about getting in Hex at 1 cent. If you did, congratulations. Again, that's another double. And you probably should look at doing something with that double as well. So maybe it's completely up to you. But a double is a double. Kronos, it's been over this 5 cent mark for the last week or so. So, not too bad. Like I'm pretty open about where I buy Crow. And I've been accumulating at that low 5 cent range. So it's up to 6 cents. Will it sustain the 6 cent level? I don't know, but if it goes back down to 5 cents, I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that at all. Quant's doing what Quant does. It's staying right around that 120. I buy Quant usually around 109 or below. So Quant bag's looking pretty good. But the overall market itself, guys, looks like we're gonna have pullback though. Today it looks like it's pulling back right now. Looks like the overseas market kind of kept us up a little bit, but it looks like as the American market starts to wake up and starts to trade a little bit of a pullback's coming in to the market, pricing itself in. But don't be surprised over the next couple of days if you see some pullback, because like I said, on Thursday we're getting the CPI data, so we're going to find out where inflation is, and if inflation is not going down at the rate that the government believes inflation should go down at, you're going to see some negative pushback in both the stock market and the crypto market, because they're going to start pricing in a bigger rate increase than what they initially thought. So pay attention to that, because that should be out on Thursday, and it's going to have an effect on both the stock market and the crypto market, in the pricing in of what's going on. So pay attention. I will probably, I'm going to tell you my trading strategy for this week right now. I'm probably going to sit on the sidelines until Thursday. I'm probably really not going to buy too much until Thursday, until I can see where that consumer price index comes in at, because I just think that if it comes in a little bit, if inflation is not coming down at the rate that it should, I think you're going to see some bargains in the market. So I'll probably sit on the sidelines until Thursday. So unless something really dips hard, then I'll get in. Go ahead and take a look at some of these tokens that we're in and where we're at with them. Well, I want to check something else out first. Do I have it? Oh, no, I probably don't. I wanted to check the market cap of the whole crypto atmosphere, but we will in a minute. Bone, guys, um, doing well. $1.18 seems to be trading right now. And this is the daily chart. So we're gonna look at the daily chart. But Bone right now seems to be trading between this 112 and 118 level. Seems to be building itself a new pocket here. So as Shibarium gets closer and closer to dropping, you'll see the price fluctuation on Bone probably go a little bit higher, I believe, as Shibarium starts to drop and gets closer and closer. But of course, you always have to be careful with that buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So right now, everybody's buying a rumor of Shibarium, getting ready to go into beta testing. And then probably when Shibarium drops, you'll see some pullback in this Bone price. So just be aware of that. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna ride this thing up. I've been buying the rumor all the way down in the cents range. So, damn, the screen just went blank. There we go. So I'm having all kinds of computer problems over here today. Gala, we talked a little bit about Gala. Gala went on an absolute run, went on an absolute tear. And I've been a Gala supporter for a long time. I was buying Gala when it was 3 cents, and DCA'd my way all the way down to when it was a cent and a half, with an average cost of right around 2 cents. I will tell you, at 4 right around 5 cents, I did take a lot of my profits out of Gala, and I just have that money sitting on the sidelines. And when it gets down to this 3.8, I believe 3 cents, 3.8. I'll probably DCA my way back down into Gala and try to accumulate more than what I had before, just because I think it's going to be on a big run. If you want to know why it's on a big run, I put out a couple of videos about it. They acquired a mobile gaming studio. So Gala is getting ready to take all of their games mobile, which is a huge deal. And also they're getting close to launching their layer 1 blockchain, where this Gala token right here will be the gas token for that blockchain. So you're sitting on the gas token right now, and there's also going to do a lot of burning with this token. They're going to burn a lot of the Gala that's currently in circulation. So this is why you see this big, huge run right here, because of that news. But when it got up to 5 cents, I kind of figured that there would be a pullback, and there was. Thought maybe it would touch 6, but I kind of got out at 5. I'm not too worried about selling at the top, but I did take a lot of profits when it got to 5 cents. But expect this to run again, in my opinion. So it probably will run again. It'll probably have a pullback and run again. Looked at Bone. We will look at MetaMonkey here. We pull it. We talked about Matic. MetaMonkey. We pull MetaMonkey right now. Has a nice little run going. You see where the market started to run up, right? And this is the market run up right here. And again, we're on a daily chart, so keep in mind we're on a daily chart. So this right here is the market run up, right? And then it started to consolidate itself right around this level right here. What is that? 303122, and it's been trading in this range of 30340 and 30312. It seems like it's creating itself a nice little pocket right here in this range, which is a good consolidation period, because you have to consolidate in order to take off again. So it is creating itself a new pocket right here. But this big run up right here, this is the Ethereum run with the Bitcoin run. When they took off, obviously because MMAI is attached to Ethereum, it's going to run as well. So that was the run up. And then here's the consolidation to that run up. So it's performing well in the market. It's performing with the market. And that's kind of what you want to see. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's above pre-sale price. Pre-sale price was 331, 3031. Launch price was 3035. We may touch that 3035 soon. But obviously, if you're in this, you probably DCA'd your way down, so you're up pretty good. I'm up good. I DCA'd my way down, so if you're in the green, you're in the green. And green is good. Look at Volt on the BNB side. On the hourly, you see what we have going on. This was obviously the same run up, the BNB Ethereum run up that we had, and there was some pullback on the BNB side. But it seems to be consolidating itself right around that 7.3 to 7.5 level. Was it 607, 7.3, 6.075. So it's coming back. If you pull this chart back, there's actually a level here that we're at where you can kind of see that it's doing the same thing. So it's hitting its support line and it's kind of staying there. And I expect this to consolidate here for a little while before it takes off again. But I do expect it to take off again. But it's going to trade. It'll probably trade sideways for a little bit. And sideways trading is not bad. It's just you're just accumulating and building your bags for the run. Take a look at Volt on the east side. Is basically doing the same thing. You've seen the run. This was the Ethereum Bitcoin run, and then it had some pullback, and now it's starting to consolidate itself at the same level, right around that. This one's a little higher, right around a 7.8 level. So it's running right around 7.4 to 7.8, trading in that pocket, 6.074, 6.078. So starting to consolidate itself right there. And again, if you pull this back, it's staying true to its really staying true to its support line here. If you see this line that I have right across my screen, last time it was down this low, it consolidated for a little while and dipped a little bit lower and then ran. And it looks like it's consolidating right here at its highest point, and it looks like it's going to run again at some point, but it's going to trade sideways for a little while. But MMAI is doing well, Matic's doing well, Volt's doing well. Accumulation time, accumulation periods are here in 2023. So it's kind of where we are at this moment. Is really consolidation. Get into a little bit of the news. So how much money did Sam Bankman-Fried blow of the FTX holders? Probably about 40 million on hotels, flights, and food in 2022. So, SBF blew about $40 million in 1 year, entertaining himself on the backs of the people who invested in Alameda and FTX. So, between his housing, his housing and the company's housing and their hotels and their flights and their food, he blew about $40 million in your money. This is really according to a Department of Justice report. This was filed in court. So obviously they have the receipts to back that up. But he spent about $40 million of the investors' money entertaining himself in the Bahamas while he was robbing everybody. Some more FTX news. The DOJ seizes about 455 million of his Robinhood stocks. He's fighting to get these stocks back. He wants these stocks back for his legal defense. He took a loan out from Alameda Research in order to buy these stocks. But so he's saying that he bought them fair and square, but the loan that he took out from Alameda Research, the Department of Justice is saying that it wasn't really it was actually FTX and Alameda Research people's money that he robbed them of. So they're taking his stocks. Sorry, not sorry. You know, sorry, not sorry for him. You know, you can't rob people, buy Robinhood stocks with robbed money, and then fight and say that you bought them fair and square. But one of the things that people should watch out for with this Robinhood deal is where does this put Robinhood as a company? I think this is about 10% of their business. So right now, the Department of Justice is holding on to about 10% of the Robinhood stocks. And what does this do to their stock price? If they decide to sell these on the open market, you may be able to get Robinhood at a very decent price on the market. Maybe a good trade for you. So just pay attention to that. But I don't think he's going to get this $455 million back. I think that's I think that the Department of Justice is going to go ahead and keep that. I think that they can prove that he bought this with stolen money, or they would have never seized him in the first place. So Microsoft in talks to acquire 49% stake in ChatGPT, which is the owners of OpenAI. If anybody has been paying attention to the technology world lately, OpenAI is one of these things that everybody is playing with, everybody's having fun with. It's a software that uses analytics and search engines and all this other stuff to create a whole bunch of data fields, and it can write papers for you. It can do a whole bunch of stuff, and a lot of people have been having a lot of fun with it. They've been playing around with it online, and of course now Microsoft wants their piece of OpenAI, so they're looking to acquire 49% of OpenAI for a pretty hefty price. It depends. I'm not going to give you the price because it depends on what article you read will give you different prices, but let's just say that it's in the upwards of millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, which lets you know that OpenAI technology is a technology that's getting ready to drive the future of computing. But Microsoft is definitely in talks to acquire this OpenAI. And if they acquire that, they will have a leg up in the OpenAI space. Amazon is also trying to create an OpenAI type of app. So, big deal, something to keep an eye on. Best believe that OpenAI will be touching the cryptocurrency market. In the future, people will be looking to capitalize off of AI technology. So it's real. It's out here. It's being done. It's being used. And Microsoft wants a piece of it. Something else to keep an eye on, nothing that really concerns me, but something that keeps making the news. Nearly 12 billion vanished from Binance's assets. Why is this going on? Pretty simple why this is going on. A lot of people are moving their assets off of centralized exchanges onto DeFi wallets. So it would make sense that all of your centralized exchanges are losing assets to DeFi wallets. But obviously, $12 billion vanished, from Binance's assets because of this. And one of the biggest things here is that sounds like a big number, 12 billion, but you have to remember that Binance does billions of dollars a day in trading revenue. So yes, this is a big number. Yes, this is a big deal, but the amount of trading volume they do a day on their exchange, this would make sense that they would take the biggest hit from people moving their assets off of exchanges. But yeah, Binance, if you look down here at their reserves are minus $12 billion. So yeah, their reserve, people are moving their money off of exchanges as well as they probably should. based on everything that happened over the last couple months, six months or so, with these exchanges. People just aren't trusting their money on exchanges, and they probably really shouldn't. And Binance is the biggest exchange in the world. So of course they're going to take the biggest hit from this, and it looks like they're taking about a $12 billion hit from this situation right now. So just something to keep an eye on. It's how much more of the reserves do they lose? So I want to check this market cap for crypto here. It's in about market cap right now. It's in about 8 billion 50. So we're up, 8 billion 50. Last week when we were talking here, we were right around 8 billion 12. So the market cap is up, which obviously explains the increase in Bitcoin and Ethereum and a little bit of run in the market. Keep telling you guys, as this market cap is the number one thing that everybody has to look at when we start talking about whether the market's running or not. If this market cap's going up, then the market's going to run. If this market cap is going down, the cryptocurrency market's going to pull back as well. You can't get away from this number right here, because if people aren't putting money into the market, then your crypto is not going to run. It's just not going to run. People can tell you whatever they want, but the bottom line is, if this thing isn't running, then if no new money's coming in, how are people buying a cryptocurrency, right? So use common sense when you're trading. It all boils down to common sense, right? So that market cap is the most important piece right here of all of your cryptocurrency trading. And when you look at Ethereum, everything that's attached to Ethereum from a cryptocurrency standpoint, from a token standpoint, if Ethereum's not running, 9 times out of 10, your token's not going to run either, because it's attached to Ethereum. So if Ethereum's pushing your token down, then there's not a lot you're going to do to really make it run. So if Ethereum's tanking, your token's going to tank. If Ethereum's running, your token's going to run, unless you're a coin and you're running by yourself, right? And it's the same with BNB. If BNB is not running and then your token's attached to BNB, it's going to be awful hard for your token to run at the same time. So, just keep that in mind when you're listening to people and they're explaining things, because, you can have them outliers where a token will run when Ethereum's down, but it's unsustainable. It's not going to sustain itself. So make sure you're paying attention to this market cap. So if there's no new money coming in, then this market is just recycling old money over and over and over and over again. And that's not going to make your token run. It's not going to make your token sustain itself, because people are just rinsing and repeating, right? They're just here and gone. So again, we're bleeding out this morning. It's early. We're bleeding the market. But FTT, I don't understand. People got to be shorting the hell out of FTT, because how this token still continues to sit in the green, I have no idea. But people got to be shorting the hell out of it, making some money. And good luck to them. And appreciate if you're making some money. I'm all about making money all the time. So if we're not making money, then we're not in the market for the right reason. And it's got to be that people are shorting the hell out of FTT, and this is why it's running, because there's no reason for that token to be up. With all the negative news and everything else that's going on around FTX, there is absolutely no reason for this thing to be in the green, other than people are shorting it and shorting and longing it and just option trading the hell out of it. But whatever. I mean, if you're making money off of FTX, then good luck to you. But be careful. because you will get wrecked out here if you don't know what you're doing. You will get wrecked. So, you got Bitcoin sitting here still at 17.2. Still hanging in there. But everything else is pulling back. The market itself is pulling back. I think after 2 days of an up market, we have to expect what's happening right now. We got to kind of expect that. We got to kind of expect a little pullback, expect what's going on to happen. But pay attention to Thursday when the CPI data comes out. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to drive the market. It's going to drive both the stock market and the crypto market, the CPI data, when it comes out on Thursday. And, remember, if inflation's higher than what's expected, this market will bleed out red like it has in the past. Because that just gives the SEC and the federal government more runway to raise interest rates. But if it's coming down, if the CPI data is coming down a little bit better than what the government is expected, expect this market to run and to take off. So it's a catch-22, right? So pay attention to what's going on with that CPI data on Thursday, because that data will dictate what happens with the market probably for the rest of the week. And you have a lot of and make no doubt, guys, the people trading in this market right now, in the stock market, the big traders, they already kind of know what that CPI data is going to look like before it comes out. So it's Tuesday and we're going to have a pullback because we had a great Monday run and a weekend run. So expect a pullback. But if this continues to stay in the red come tomorrow on Wednesday, then you know that the people behind the scenes probably already have an inside look into the CPI data, and you probably know that it's probably not going to come in well. But if it does come in well, you expect this market to take off. The market itself wants to take off. It's really just being pulled back by the federal government. So the federal government is actually suppressing the market at this point, which is their intention. That's what they want to do. So, but if that CPI data comes back and it's better than what's expected, then this market will take off. Big Watch, how are you? Kim, good morning. Morning. Big Watch. Morning. Good morning, guys. Going over some market stuff. But yeah, so Thursday's gonna be a big day for the market, guys, because that CPI data is gonna come out. And it's gonna dictate how we finish the week in the market. So I sold yesterday. I took profits off of Gala yesterday, and I did take some profits off my Matic yesterday. But I have that money, Matic's in that 84 cents right now. It's trading in that 77 cent to 80 cent level for a while. So I did have a bag that I was buying in that level. I did sell off of that bag. But that money's all sitting on the sidelines waiting for Thursday to see what happens. What's good? So, but yeah, Thursday is going to be a big one. But the market itself seems to be performing pretty well. I mean, it's in the red, but it's not pulling back terribly. Bitcoin still sitting at that 17.2 level. Ethereum sitting at that 13 level. If we can hold 17,000 in Bitcoin and 1,300 in Ethereum, and the CPI data comes out in a positive direction, you'll see this market take off. I believe you'll see the market take off for Thursday, Friday, and the rest of the weekend. I believe that will happen. But of course, it can go the other way as well. But you know, again, people that got into Solana at that $8 range, you guys know I did not get into it. I'm staying away from it. You know, you're about double right now on your money, so that's a good play. That's a good play. So we talked about MMAI and their price action being pretty positive, being on a good upward movement. We talked about Volt consolidating right now in that 7.3 to 7.5 level. You know, they're consolidating, which is an accumulation period for Volt, for MMAI, where they're up. I still don't trust Sol. I'm not touching Sol. And you guys know why I'm not touching Sol, Solana, because we talked about it. FTX and Alameda still owns 13% of this project. So depending on what the bankruptcy judge decides to do with that 13% will dictate the Solana price in the long run. Is it a good swing trade for people who are willing to take that gamble? Yeah, it may be. But you don't know when that bankruptcy judge is going to make a decision on what they're going to do with that 13%. And if they decide to sell that 13% on the open market to pay back creditors, well, 13% of the company being sold on the open market is going to have a negative price impact. So that's 13% going back into the open market, open supply market. So, that's a lot. 13% is a lot. So, I'm going to chill out on Solana. And the fact that they're so tied into FTX right now, until that situation resolves itself, you have to proceed with caution. In my opinion, that's how I'm playing it. I think in this market right now and where we are and where we're going for the first half of 2023, I'm going to be risk off. I'm not taking a lot of risk just because I think we're in a recession. I don't care what anybody says. We're in a recession. All the numbers say that we're in a recession. But I think early 2023, you're gonna start to see the government actually say that we're in a recession, and that's gonna make the market go down. Well, I didn't know they were involved in FTX through our reports on Big Watch. Actually, they were actually one of the main people behind the Solana build, actually. And there's some reports out there that the Solana network shutdowns were actually FTX manipulating the market. Now, will that ever be proven? I don't know. But there's data on the blockchain to support the fact that the Solana shutdowns that were going on actually were driven by FTX, and they were manipulating the market. So, that's how much they owned. They basically can make the calls for Solana. So when you own that much of a company, you basically can make the calls on it. So I'm staying the hell away from that because this FTX situation's a mess. You missed my story, Big Watch. Sam Bankman-Fried spent $40 million on houses, hotels, airlines, and food in 2022. He spent $40 million of FTX and Alameda Research investors' money on entertaining himself $40 million. So that's a whole lot of money to spend on entertaining yourself. So I don't know. I think today is one of these days where I'm going to kick back in the market. I'm not going to really be a big buyer today. Hell no, 40 mil. Yeah, 40 mil, man. $40 million. I'm not gonna be a big buyer today. You guys see SHIB come up at negative 3.3%. When we first started talking and we were looking at the daily chart, this was up 6.2%. So you can see SHIB starting to pull back a little bit as well. Aptos, when you looked at it over the day, it was up like 30-something percent. And when you look at it on the hourly, it's down 3%. So you can see these things starting to pull back. You can see the market is starting its pullback. As the American market wakes up, you can start to see what's going on. Like I said, if we switch back here to the daily, you can see what the overseas market did. They actually did better. You see Aptos like right here on the day, it's up 30%. But that's the overseas market. You know, when we're sleeping, they're trading. So the overseas market was really pushing us up, and Gala was up 7.2% on the overnight. But as the American market starts to wake up, you can start to see kind of where they're going to push the market this morning on the hourly, and it looks like they want to push the market down. It looks like the American market wants to push it down, which makes sense when you start to get over here and look at the pre-markets all in red. It looks like they're going to take their gains over the weekend in the past couple of days and go ahead and start to consolidate their positions. But so as the American market wakes up, we can see where we're headed for the day, and it looks to be red. Casper's not doing that bad. I'm not investing in Casper, but Casper seems to be doing okay. Like I said, we talked about Hex a little bit here. I'm not invested in Hex. I did not get in. I was talking about maybe getting in at a penny just for a quick flip. I didn't do it, but anybody who did, you know, it's up to like 2 cents now, so you doubled your money. So that was a good double up. If you took the risk on Solana, you're about double from where we were talking about it last week. So that would have been a good double up. But I didn't get into any of them. I'm kind of risk off right now. Like I said before, I'm going to be risk off for a little while. Just going to let the market play itself out. I'm going to invest in the things that I'm investing in. I do have to look into a new project that XXI Gaming put out there for me this morning. If it looks good, I may throw some money at it. See what it does. It's been out for a little while from what he says. So, but I'll look at it and see if there's good entry points there. But I'm not looking to really do too much in this market right now outside of what I already own. So just kind of stay on the sidelines. But like I said, I did take some profits off of Gala. I did take some profits off of Matic, and I have that money sitting on the sidelines, and I'm actually waiting for Gala to dip back down to that 3.8 range. And if it does, I'll be putting probably half of my profits back in. And if Matic dips down to the 75-cent range, I'll probably be putting half of my profits back into Matic as well. Nervous Network. Big watch. Check out Nervous Network. I'm gonna be checking it out. XXI Gaming brought it to us, so we got to check it out. Are you involved with Flare? No, because all of my XRP that I own through the BNB chain. So I do not believe that particular chain is going to get airdropped Flare. So I probably will not get airdropped my Flare. Which I'm okay with. I'm good with. Because it's so I would much rather buy my XRP over there on the Binance network. And if that means that I miss the airdrop of Flare, I'm okay with that. So but yeah, I think they're airdropping everybody Flare that owns XRP actually on the XRP network, and mine is not over there. Mine sits on the Binance network. I buy mine through PancakeSwap. But I think that's how that's going. That's how I understand it, unless I'm wrong. So I haven't really paid attention to Flare because I don't think that I'm getting my airdrop. But if it does take off, we'll be looking to buy some of it on the downturn. I bought some after the airdrop because I want eligibility for. Yeah, I mean, are you buying it? Where are you buying it at, Big Watch? Tim Ski. Good morning. Good morning, Tim Ski. Where are you buying your Flare at, Big Watch? I mean, I'm a big ISO 2022 person, so I know Flare is part of that whole network. So I do like to support the network itself. So it's something I'm looking at. I only bought a small bag on Mexico because I didn't want to miss out. Okay, so you bought it over there on Mexico. I don't know. I have to look at it. I used that exchange once or twice. I like that exchange. It was pretty easy to use, so I have no issues with going back there and using it again. But if the price is right and it looks good, I may go ahead and dip my toe into the Flare network and see what's going on. But Nervous Network, we got to check that one out too. Do some research on that. We'll probably talk about that because XXI Gaming brought it to us. So we will probably get into that if that's a good one. Big Watch, why are you not? Hold on. One of these, I won't do it today because I'm not gonna bring it up. But Big Watch, I noticed that you ain't the mod on the channel. I gotta make you a mod, and I don't have my laptop up right. I mean, I don't have my phone tuned in right now. But next time I do, I gotta make sure that I hit you up on that mod. We're just going through XXI Gaming. You got that wrench. Big Watch, do you got the wrench next to your name? I can't see it from my StreamYard of whether you do or you don't. So, but yeah. So if you're not, I'll have it pulled up next time. I'll make sure that I hit you up with that and make sure that you're good. I just gonna make sure that you're a mod on the channel. That's all. But I don't have my phone pulled up, and I can't do it from StreamYard. So next time I'm on here, I'll make sure that I have my phone pulled up and I can make you a mod. but I can't do it from StreamYard, and I can't tell whether I already did it for you or not in StreamYard. Like I can't tell. I know XXI Gaming's a mod on here, but I can't tell whether you are or not from StreamYard. So the next time I'm streaming tomorrow, when you're on here, I'll check it out. So I'll make sure I hook you up. So with that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I got a ton of meetings today, and I gotta get moving. But I'm on the sidelines today. I'm gonna stay on the sidelines. It looks like the market's gonna stay red. I'm gonna stay on the sidelines probably until Thursday, until the CPI data comes out. I want to look. I want to make sure that I'm gonna see where the CPI data takes us on Thursday. If the CPI data is a little bit lower than what's projected, that's going to be a good thing for the market, and I'll probably jump back in at that point. And if the CPI data comes in a little bit higher than what's expected, which means the inflation rate is actually higher, then I will probably sit on the sidelines for a little bit and wait for the market to dump, and then go ahead and buy some stuff at that point. So Thursday is going to be a big day. When we get some CPI data, it'll drive both the stock market and the crypto market. So it's going to be a big day. It's going to be something that we're going to have to look at. So when that comes out, it'll dictate what I do the rest of the week. But right now, I am concentrating on taking profits and having money sitting on the sidelines to be able to buy into these dips and strengthen my position in certain projects. So that's kind of my plan this week, kind of where I'm at. But pay attention to what's going on right now. Know that we had a nice run for the past weekend and a couple of days. So know that we're going to have somewhat of a pullback, and that pullback may come today with the pre-markets being in red, and the future's not looking so great. Look at this. This came in. Coinbase is slash another 20% of workforce. So Coinbase is going to slash another 20% of their workforce. I'm going to have to read that article, see what's going on. They cut like 30% a couple months ago. Now they're going to cut another 20%. So that's about 50% of their workforce that they're looking to cut down. So, damn. Okay. So, looks like markets are going to do, they're about red and red. NASDAQ looks like it's red. So yeah, just turned red. So be careful today, guys. I'm expecting pullback today. Be careful. Take your profits. You don't always have to hit the top of the market to take profits. Take your profits. Remember, only one person is going to buy at the bottom, and only one person is going to sell at the top, and everybody else is going to follow. So don't worry about hitting it exactly at the top or buying exactly at the bottom. Take your profits. Make sure your money's good. Make sure you're taking care of your own pockets in these markets the way that they are. If you're in profit, look at it. Figure out how you want to take it, or if you want to take it. But make sure you have a plan, and make sure you know what's coming up and coming your way and in the market. And right now, Thursday is a big day in the market. So, just make sure you know that, plan accordingly. How many of these company layoffs, the workforce using recession? Timsky, I think a lot of layoffs are coming. I think, this is what the government is pushing for. They want a bigger unemployment rate. So these layoffs are actually, believe it or not, we got shit backwards around here, right? Believe it or not, the layoffs themselves, the more people that lose their job right now, the better the stock market's going to do. You know, so unfortunately, with Coinbase, you know, that this is what the SEC wants to see, right? This is what they want to see. They want to see these layoffs at a 20% clip, at a 30% clip. They want to see this. So this is actually probably going to be, if you see more of this, it's probably actually going to be good for the market. Going to be good for the stock market. But we are in a recession already. Whether they want to admit that or not, we are there already, and you know, they're going to use this as an excuse. They're going to use the recession as an excuse to cut their workforce. But ultimately, this is what the federal government wants. Was their plan. The only issue is going to be if inflation continues to go up, right? It continues to get higher, and layoffs don't come at the same rate, or layoffs do come at the rate in which the government wants, but the economy continues to perform, then you're going to have a whole another set of problems, right? So this is that balancing act that the federal government has to play, and we'll see how well they play it. You know, if we hit stagflation, you're going to see a lot of pain in the country as a whole. So this isn't what we want. This isn't what we want to see. So stagflation. So it's better for the actual economy just to go straight into a recession. Well, what they call a recession. We already are in a recession. To go straight into a recession and not stagflation. So that's why you're gonna want to see these CPI numbers on Thursday. We have to see inflation coming down at the rate that the government wants it to come down, or even lower. You know, we got to see these numbers come in. But so if that happens, the market will take off. So with that, guys, I got to go get ready for work. I got a bunch of stuff to take care of. I will see you guys around in the chat. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate you guys spending your morning with me. I'm going to leave you with just a couple words. Just be careful today. The pre-markets are in red. It looks like the hourly charts are turning red, and the market cap seems to be trading sideways in the crypto market. We're sitting at this 8,000,000,050. It's trading sideways. So it looks like at this moment, at this hour, there's more downward pressure in the market than there is upward pressure in the market. So don't be aping into shit. You know what I mean? You know, don't be aping into stuff. Don't be spending all your money because you know this market's probably got more downward pressure than it does upward pressure. Companies are going to raise prices beyond. They are going. Everything's going up. And Timsky, we can get into this, again, but I will tell you, like, pay attention to the CPI data is what we talk about on Thursday, but pay attention to the PPI data, which is the provider price index, and that'll tell you how much it's costing to make the products. And if that's higher than what's projected, then you can basically say that the CPI data will be higher as well. But companies are going to they're going to take advantage of the situation. They're definitely going to take advantage of the situation. Because when you look at hourly rates right now, they're way higher than what companies want. So they're going to take advantage of the situation, so why wouldn't they? But with that, guys, I am out. I have to go get ready for for this meetings that I have. But Timski, thanks for stopping by. Big Watch, thanks for stopping by. XXI Gaming, thanks for stopping by. Kim, thanks for stopping by. Whoever's watching on Twitter, whoever's watching on Twitch, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. We'll do this again tomorrow morning. We'll look at the market again tomorrow. My goal is just to bring you guys up to the market in the morning so that we can get ourselves ready and have some coffee. But be careful today. The market has more downward pressure than it does upward pressure. So, everybody just be careful. And I will see you guys in the other chats today as my meetings roll through. And I get done and I'm able to roll through other people's streams. I will see you guys out there. I enjoy talking to you. Timski, I definitely will see you. Big Watch, I definitely will see you. XXI Gaming, I definitely will see you. And you guys have a great morning. Keep sipping your coffee. Take your profits, make your money, and let's rinse and repeat. With that, all right, I'm out.